Hi guys, this is RLC321. I am now back with some more of the Revell Star Trek Voyager build. I'm not doing the electronics today. No, I'm going to have a little bit of a break on that for this video anyway, not necessarily today. Because I want to start doing the saucer section. The front part of the ship. There we go, that'll do. But what I do want to talk about is this. Because right here, there is this horrible seam line that we need to get rid of. So we're going to have to do puttying and sanding to get rid of it. And I just wanted to show you a nice little trick that I saw on YouTube that is going to help quite a lot with this. And the trick is masking tape. You're probably wondering, well, what's masking tape got to do with that? Well, I'm about to show you. What you need to do is get your masking tape as close to this edge as you possibly can. Yeah, okay, yeah, come on. Yes. Close as you can on the one side. Which is actually easier said than done with all of these lumpy bumpy bits. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of lumpy bumpy bits. I love lumpy bumpy bits. But when it's on a model kit, it's not necessarily a good thing, especially when you're trying to mask it off. Okay, and then we get in there, down into there. And then bring you over a little bit more. No, get down there. And bring this over just a slightly bit more there. Right. Like that. And then we repeat the process. Now I can't remember who it is that I saw on YouTube doing this. I want to say it was BTM scale modeling, but I can't be 100% sure if it was or not. And then we do the same on the other side, and that should be enough. And the reason we're doing this will become very apparent soon. So I mean, you want to leave a little bit of you don't want to butt right up against the join, but you want to get it as close to the join as you possibly can. And I'm failing miserably at that. In a minute. Okay, come on, that's it. There we go. There we go. And funky down there. There we go. Right, there we go. So now here comes the fun part. This is why we do this. Get your putty. And I have lost my toothpick, so I'm gonna have to get another one. Right, and with your putty, we just want to smear it on. Push it in with your toothpick and just push it into that gap. Do you know, it's going to be easier if I use my finger here actually. And just push it all the way into the gap. Actually, except for this part. And what you want to do is just go all along the edge of our masking tape with the putty, push it in, and hopefully, if this is done right, it should cover the gap, fill the gap, and then when we go to sand it using this method, would have a lot less putty to sand. In theory, as I said, this is the first time I've tried. Oh, well, I say I said, but I haven't said before. This is the first time I'm trying this, so let's hope that it does work. Otherwise, I've just wasted all of this time with the masking tape, with everything else like that. Wasted your time, you idiot. But there you go. It doesn't matter. And on there as well. Now, there we go. Let's put a bit there. Right, there we go. That's done. Let's get that off and let's close you up. This squadron pace stinks to high heaven. Right, so there's a couple of ways we could do this now. We can either wait for it to dry and then peel up the masking tape, which some people think that's what you should do, but the squadron putty dries really quickly anyway, so we should be able to just pull it up now. And in theory, oh, it's worked. Yeah, I can't believe it's worked. Yes, I've done something that worked for a change. Ouch. Yep, and watch if you pick up any bits of metal on your bench with your masking tape, that you get blood for the blood god. Oh wait, no, that's a different kind of model build. Anyway, as you can see, we have now got less to sand off. Wait, no, that way. Less to sand off. So, with that being said, I want to let this fully dry before we do sand it. So, I will bring you guys back when it's ready to be sanded. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, RLC321. I'm back again with the continuation of the Revell Star Trek Enterprise. This is the bottom hull section that we're working on today, and as you can see, I've already sanded off the thing, so it should be a lot better than it was. I used a 240 grit, 400 grit, 600 bit, then 14,000 bit grit, sorry, not bit, to sand it down. So hopefully it should be all nice and smooth, hopefully. And so I'm going to put some primer on here now, and then hopefully we should be good. And then we'll be able to see if there's anything that I've missed, any imperfections that are still there that we need to go over again. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not 100%, but it will definitely do. I'm kind of hoping there's not going to be any light leaks from this. But yeah, there we go. Okay. That's not looking too bad now. Okay, trouble is I'm going to have to do the sides again. And another thing, for some reason, this edge keeps popping off, and I have no idea why. It just keeps coming off and coming off, no matter what I do with it. What did I just do that side? Okay. Right there, okay. So, there we go, there's that bit done. And I'm going to go away, clean up the airbrush, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so, I am now back. And this is relatively dry. Now, there's some of the things that I want to try and make this detail here a little bit more pronounced. This part is fine. This right here. It's these two. So I'm going to see if I can try and trace them out, and see if I can't make it out of something. I think I've got some old not credit cards, like what are they called? Phone cards. That should be just the right size. Well, I might need to sand them down and stick them on. But first, I need to see if I can actually trace these bad boys out. But yeah, so that's going to be what I'm going to attempt to do. But this is still it's not dry enough yet for me to do anything with. So as soon as it is, I'm going to bring you guys back. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I will see 3, 2, 1. Hang on, I just forgot something. Oh, yep. Yeah. Sorry, forgot to plug in my do you know what? I'm gonna be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I was totally unprepared for this at all. I mean, I was totally prepared. Oh, bollocks. Honestly, I really was. So, anyway, while I'm waiting for the... let's switch that off. While I'm waiting for the... what do you call it? The engineer section? Whatever it is. The bit that I was just working with the sanding and everything. I thought I'd get things ready to do the lighting. So, first thing we need to do is, obviously, we've got one blue for the... one 5mm blue for the... oh, excuse me. Sensor dish, which is just here, which I haven't glued into place yet, which I really need to. So we've got that to do. Oh, they're all messed up. How did they get messed up? I don't know. There we go. That's all nice and dry. So we've got that to do there. That's got to go in. We need to sort this out so we can try and put it into place. But we need to solder everything into place first. We need to put these Ujaba flips in. So I need one for the blue. And according to the instructions I've got, it's telling me to use 3 of the 5mm white LEDs in the bottom of the kit. That's what it's telling me. That's what the instructions say. And being as that's all I've got is the white LEDs, and I don't have that many of them, I've got enough to go around. That's what I'm going to do. So we've got 11 of these 5mm LEDs. So I need, of the white ones, I've got 1, 2, 3. Supposed to use 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's good. I've got a couple of spare. Oh, that's at least is that right? Interesting. So, because what I was going to do is have a flashing LED strobe on the top. But we'll worry about that anyway later. We'll get to that bit later when I do that bit, Rob. Right. So we've got 3 white LEDs and we've got 1 blue LED. So let's do the blue first, get that out of the way, and then we'll test, make sure it's working. So let's grab my whatchamacalls it. Put you in there, and we'll wrap you around. No, stay in place. Stay in place. You know you want to. Just stay in place, will you? There we go. And let's push that up a bit. Okay. So grab hold of that. There you go. Get my solder. I am using the right post, am I? Yes, I am. Right. Get off there. There we go. So we've got one 5mm blue LED. And obviously we need to make sure it works. So let's plug in my power here. And make sure it's working. So we've got one on there. And yes, that is working fine. Brilliant. Okay, let's unplug you. There we go. So always check, make sure things are working, because you just never know. Right, now let's do these white ones. And again, we're going to put the resistor on. Too much here. It wasn't as tight as I would like. There we go. Move that up a little bit. And let's put this in place. There we go. And we cut that extra bit of wire off that we don't need, and this extra bit of wire there. This again. Test these. Let's bend those out of the way. So I cannot stress the importance of testing your connections or testing your wires. That's the blue one I just done. Where's the white one? There it is. So here should be the white one. Right there, which is actually quite bright. Get off. There you go. Thank you. So that's the white. So we've got a few more to do here. So what are you guys building right now? You got anything in the works? Are you anything that you're wanting to do, or anything like that? I mean, I haven't uploaded the video yet, but I'm actually waiting. But I've got a video, an unboxing video of my next build. Oh, bollocks. I just wanted to finish this first before I even put that up. But I might put it up anyway. But it might be a little while before I actually end up doing the actual kit itself. Don't suppose that really matters though, does it? So that's the second white one, and the last and final white one. Now, what's really weird about the instructions that I am actually reading here, as I say, I got this kit from eBay, It's from a guy that's in Ireland. And I have to say that for what it is, it was one of the cheapest kits going out there. I mean, I only paid £17 for it. And so it doesn't have like your strobes or anything like that. But it does have pretty much everything else that you would need. Ouch, that's hot. Yeah, well, it would be hot, Rob. You've just soldered something into place, which is obviously hot. Idiot. Right, okay, so that's the white LEDs. Let's get them all in together and make sure they're all working. This is a cheaty way to make sure everything's all working, by the way. Would I recommend it? Not really. But so we got all of those that are connected and all of those connected, and yes, all three LED lights are work. You can't see on the screen. No, you couldn't see on the screen at all. Right, so come on, wrap around, will you? There we go. So all three of those white LEDs are now working, which is good. Right, so let's unplug you, move that to the side, move that out of the way. So according to the instructions, because obviously the blue LED is going to go into here, behind this, this away here. It's going to go with for this here, which is all well and good. I think I might need to glue that into place first. So I think I will do that now. Come on. Out you come. There you go. And yes, I'm using contactor glue on this clear plastic because where it's going to be gluing, you ain't going to see it, and it's not going to show through. So in theory, it should be fine. As I say, in theory, it should be fine. Push that into place there. Right, and now we wait for that to set a little bit. So anyway, according to the instructions, right, let's get this bit, because this should be dry enough to semi-work with. It's telling me to glue a piece of sprue just along here, okay, and glue the LED light on top of the sprue, and then to block it off with a piece of card roughly about here. So put the LED light here, this is obviously going in there, LED light there, block it off, Bob's your uncle. And in here it's also telling me to put some LEDs, some sprues. Wait a minute, hang on, I may not have spare lights. Yeah. 5 in there, and whatever's left. So alright, so it's 3 for the sauce, 3 for the lower saucer, 5 for the top saucer section. Let's put this down for a minute. So let's count this out a minute. Excuse me. So it's saying we need 3 for the thingy. That we've got 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So that means I've only got 2 to work in here. Okay, so one of these I can actually put back, so I'm just going to keep you in there for the moment. So it's effectively the only LEDs I've got in here is 2 LEDs. So it's going to have to be like one towards the rear here, and the other one sort of like here. You know, that's kind of like what I'm thinking of. Yes. So I think what I might do is, before I do anything else, I need to concentrate on these guys. Oh, by the way, I hadn't showed you this. This is the torpedoes. There, the torpedo launchers. You got the orange LEDs in, and obviously it's been light blocked with Millie put putty. As I say, this stuff works brilliantly. Would I recommend using that? No, there's better things out there to use, but it's what I had on hand. I literally didn't have anything else that I could use. I still need to paint this in here, which thinking about it, I should have done before I put it on, but yeah, I'll have to do it later. I'm just going to put like I'll mask this off here, put a very, very thin coat of copper inside there. I mean, when I say very thin, I mean very, very thin, and the paint will still, the blue will still show through. Failing that, I just dry brush all of those individual edges, which I suppose I could do. Let's see if I can actually do that. Now I might try and dry brush it first. Let's try that. Let's see, do I have copper? That is the question. Do I have copper? Or a copperish colour? That would, anything like that would help, really. Not in this particular one. No. Okay, so let's try. Yeah, the other one. Okay, here we go. There we go. Brassy brass. That will do. Get in there. Okay. So we got brassy brass. Let's get crappy paintbrush. Let me get that. Okay, now the only thing I don't have is something to I can use that to put the paint on. Right, let's give this paint a good old shake. Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back. Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back. Ooh. Shall I stop singing? Yeah? Okay, I'll stop singing. Now, dry brushing. If you never dry brushed before, this is what you do. Don't do what actually, that's not my dry brushing brush, is it? No, where's my dry brushing brush? Yeah, that doesn't belong in there. Right, where are you? Okay, are you in this one? No. Okay, so I'll make another dry brushing brush. Right, I'm just going to quickly make another dry brushing brush. I'll be basically this is too long for what I want it to do, so I want to make it a little bit what's the word I'm looking for, denser, like put it more towards the top, cut it shorter. That's the word. And I can't find my scissors. My scissors have disappeared. I had them here. I know I had them here yesterday. I know I did. Oh, there they are. And here we go. So I'm just going to grab hold of how much I want, and I'm just going to snip off the rest. Okay, perfect. So with dry brushing, you get your paint and load up your paintbrush. Okay, and then you wipe it off. Wipe as much off as you can. Because this is the whole idea of dry brushing, is you have a dry brush. And then you just go along the edge of the piece, just very lightly brushing over the top of it, and that should start putting down. I don't know if you can see there. There you go. You can see that it's actually starting to put the copper down on those bits. This dry brushing way is probably the best way to do it, because I can always, when I respray it again, I could always just put masking tape over this, so it's not too much of an issue. And with dry brushing, it's all about building up the layers. You don't want to put like loads on straight away, because that will spoil what you're doing and it'll run all into the edges, and you don't want that. Rob's painting masterclass. Yeah, had to be shit with paint. Now let that bit dry, go back to the other side. And I say it's all about building up your layers until you get to the desired color that you need and that you want. I mean, the only other way of doing this, well, there's two ways. You can lightly paint the whole thing with a very light dusting of the copper, and then go into it with just leave it as is with a very light dusting, or do it this way. And I got a bit of nasties there. Let's see if I can get rid of that. And that'll do. Yeah, very light dusting before you airbrush, which is perfectly fine because the blue will still show through. Or you can do it this way. Yeah, I think that'll do. There you go. You can just about see the copper there. You can see it more in real life than what you can in here. The other way is to painstakingly put masking tape and cut out all of these bits so only the ribbed area shows, and then spray paint it. No. Just no. That's no. Not going to be happening for this boy here. No way. That will take far too long. So I need to make sure you don't get in the way, so you can go over there. So that's all ready to go. Now let's look at the instructions for this. It says 5 in there. So it's looks like it's telling me, from what I can gather, is to place a piece of sprue here, piece of sprue here for the blue LED, and a piece of sprue back here. Let's turn that upside down so I don't get anything on it. That's what it's telling me to do. So let's. Yeah. Oh, I did have some sprue. Let's see, that one I think will do nicely. Got some sprue just here I could use, so let's snip there, and we snip you off just here. And put you over there. Right, so this is saying to put it in there, and so for that I'm gonna need roughly how big? There and there. Let's see. Let's see if this is big enough. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll fit-ish. Right, so let's get rid of that nasty little nubbin. So make that go down a little bit smaller because I want to try and get it flush. I mean, I have to be honest, this is a weird way of putting it in. Next time, if I ever rebuild this, I'm going to get some LED ribbon LED, because I think that is going to be better. Much better for this. So that one glues into place there. So let's measure this out and get another piece together. There we go, and then this one needs to be a bit smaller. And smaller still. Because I want to try and put this as far back as I can, past those windows. So something about here, I think. So it's just past those main windows. Because it looks like I'm only going to be able to get 2 LEDs in here. At least that's what it's looking like to me. So I'm going to keep that one there. Let's put some glue. Some glue right there. And some glue right there. Okay. And then this one is supposed to go on the top of this. So I shall put some double glue there, double glue there, double glue there, double glue there. Okay, and we shall wait for that to dry. And then for the front part of it, let's have a look at that again. It's going to place another piece of sprue in this section just here, literally just about there. So let's cut this. Let's cut it here first, and we can always make it smaller, but we can't make it bigger. Okay, so let's have a little look. So it's saying to put this roughly about there. So that's where it's telling me to put it. So let's put it. Put it there and there. Okay, let's put this just underneath here to help keep it upright. There we go. So then it's sort of like telling me to glue the LED just about here. That's gonna be too close. Is that too far forward? I think that might be too far forward. So let's change it about to about here, I think. So it's just before. No, because it's got to go. It's got to go here. Because it's got to be after the window or before the windows. Because we need to block out the light on the windows. So let's say there then. Now. Are you evenish? No, you're not. Now you are. There we go. Right, so I need to let that glue set and dry before we come back and do anything else. I'm going to bring you guys back when this is ready. Hey guys, this is RLC321 coming back again with another Revell build for you. Oh bugger, I forgot. Oh sorry, the light's already on now. Continuing with the Voyager build from Revell, and I found some aluminium tape hidden away, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some things. So I've used some of that. Now what I've done here, I have placed a, let's actually get this off here, piece of cardboard in here, which I've actually put some putty on. That's my blue LED, which is obviously, you can see that it is a light. I've also got some material in there. It's all it is this kind of foam, because it had just a singular bright light just there and it looked too bright. Even with that thing there, as you can see, it is still too bright right there. But the beauty is, if we put this in its place where it should go, let's see. Oh, the trouble I have putting this damn thing on is unreal. No. There we go. That's temporarily in place, but as you can see, you get a nice light effect from it. Yeah. And obviously the two torpedoes are working fine. As you can see, they are there. I've had to put some electric tape on these so they don't touch the Ujima flip here. And yeah, and as you can see, there is no light leaks. Let's turn the lights off, or as off as I can get them when it's daylight. Let's try closing the curtain, shall we? That will probably be better. Let's do this. Do that. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, no light leaks. I've got a major gap here. I have no idea why this gap is here, so I'm gonna have to fill that with. I'm not gonna use squadron pad. I'm gonna have to use milliput and flatten it out, because this is not going down all the way as far as it should. But as you can see, that is looking really darn good. I'm actually really happy with that. So let's switch the lights on and open the curtains again. Right, okay, so as I was saying, this took me about an hour to do, but it's done, and I'll discuss more about the electric tape, the aluminium tape, in a wee bit. But this is just what I've done, and I just wanted to show you where I'm at, and I'm really pleased with how this is going. So anyway guys, this is RLC321. I will see you guys in the next video. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.